Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He's taking a shot on his first play. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Falcons are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there, and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Third and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has a lane past the 45. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Fire down these two. Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running it now out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Yellow. 15.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Well, the jumping has cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here.
On Sunday. Right side.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And in for the Dallas touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 16-point lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Has this at the 6. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He finds Dotson left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play now. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And they can't chop to him, but not in... Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Complete right side to Washington. And he'll go down here at the 16.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when
he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch the lead to 23. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the... intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Connecting on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, Riblet. 15.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Yellow. Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
It is Cup, left side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Yellow.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 9.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will take over with some excellent field position. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Hey, yo, hey, go.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Right. Hey, 57.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throws it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Hey, 57, color, 57.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a ball...
That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Oh, there he goes. It's a fake. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts from the goal line. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come back.
Throwing from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Attack! Hey, Sunday.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll take this at the 10. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
A give now from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backward, it's a fake from deep on their own half. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
They send him left out of the slot.
Hard side.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Yellow. Hard side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hard side. Yellow. Hard side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
No No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Down the sideline inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a give up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Dotson here. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continuing to fight at least. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the...
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
Doesn't that just sum it up in some way? Even when you do something positive, not on this day, not for this team, something still goes wrong. At this point, guys might just want to throw up their hands and say, what does a block really matter? But you know, and I know, coaches hate that attitude. It's the antithesis of that, to give up a block in that situation.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yellow! Watch out!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
They send the tight end in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He puts some power on it deep. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Dallas. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting at the 10. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's a loft deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
To the air, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They give it to him again. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually...
The tight end gets it on the fake. And yep, that seems about right with how this game has gone. He's unable to make it in for 2, and they're still down a hefty amount. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up this, ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 15, 15. My turn.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
15.
Play action, Mahomes. Buying some time right. On the run, cut at the 20-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back. You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense, just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Simple dive up the middle. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Cut out left. This gets the 1st and more. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a 31-yard play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. That one's complete to London. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Drake London with the touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Cowboys 68, Falcons 25. Jake Moody to kick off.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Wide right. 15, 15. Right side.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time left. They left him wide open. It's complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's on the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting from the 5. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go.
Going ground here. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 65 Go.
They're going play action. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On is Moody for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Falcons cut into the lead by another point.
32. Jake Moody to kick off.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Hey, 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
57 colors. Fight on these two.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw reeled in by London. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 27. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. Nice seam in the defense. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Brought in right side. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Falcons.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to the well again. Has a big hole left. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. I think the Falcons got that one back. Oh, they did! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They'll kneel it down as we get close to just 50 seconds remaining.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every